Welcome to the WTE Solutions YouTube channel. Today we're going to be upgrading our HP ProBook to Windows 11, the new OS coming out from Microsoft at the end of the year. A lot of websites and videos are suggesting you run the preparation tool for installing Windows 11. We didn't have very good luck with them, but we are running on a laptop that we felt would not be a problem. So went over and joined the Windows Insider program. So as you can see here, the way that you now can get your laptop to do this is I had signed up on the web, but now I'm going into the Windows Insider and I'm going to pick the mode that this is going to be running in. So the first time of installing this and trying this, we installed it in the mode that was the recommended mode, but what we found was that was not the mode that you need to be in. You need to be in the dev channel. So you want to definitely make sure you pick the dev channel. What you're going to see here is that I'm picking the beta channel, which was saying that it's going to be the safest and most recommended. There wasn't a lot of good documentation out there when I was doing this that said which one to do. It went with the recommendation, and then what we're going to find is that you do not get the download to be able to install it. So what will happen here is when you come into Windows, your Windows 10, and go into updates, it's just going to be stuck on where it was, and it's not going to get the Windows 11 update. So what you really need to do is now go and change it to be the dev version, and that will allow you to get the proper installable that you want to download. So come back in, change to the dev channel. As you see here, come back, boom, Windows 11 is available. Now it's starting to do the download. Took about 30 minutes. Do have good high-speed internet. I would say that this install takes about an hour. So again, this is an HP ProBook. It is running a 10th generation Intel chip. It does have all of the security features. It also has 16 gigs of RAM. If you're running this type of hardware set, you shouldn't have any problems. If you're running off-brand hardware, it can be a little more problematic. But as you see here, next thing you know, here we are in Windows 11. So comes up very quickly. This machine boots very, very fast. Everything seemed to be transferred over without much problem. We did have a couple programs that no longer had their registration keys. When you first boot it up here, it does say it might take a few minutes. On ours, it really wasn't that long. As you saw here, it booted right in pretty quickly. First notice is that the start bar is now in the center. Kind of makes it a little more Mac-like, but I definitely do see why they're doing this. It does position it more to be friendly on tablets like a Surface Pro, and does make it good if you're running on multiple devices. You do get a more uniform layout, but you're also filtering everything in. It's getting the enhanced smart search here on it, and that is good. A couple of the things that we also noticed was that it had more widgets, and you were able to do more with the widgets. We'll explore a little bit more about that into other videos, but pretty good. The multiple desktops did seem to work a lot more like some other OSs. It made me feel like it was a little more Red Hat, Linux style or Mac OS style for that. I do like the more glassy feel to it. It reminds me a little bit of some older versions of Windows that they have brought back here and brought everything up to look a little more modern. Again, most everything came over. This laptop doesn't have very much on it. The big thing that we noticed was that just some of the user interfaces got some refinement. We understand from Microsoft that there's going to be more of that coming over the next couple months. So this is just a quick look at some of it. The only software that we did notice that was not copied over and what we expected was a piece of software called vMix. It did not keep the license key. So when we went into our vMix software that had been run on here before, the key was no longer picked up. We think that probably had to do either with the software manufacturer or the fact that the registry was altered with Windows 11 and that it had something in the registry key that was telling it to go and look at a location that was more reference to Windows 11 or Windows 10, and now it's on Windows 11, it needed to re-authenticate that license key. As you see, we got our Windows machine upgraded to Windows 11, and we'll be going through some of the other features as Microsoft is releasing them over the next couple months. Be sure to subscribe to our channel here on YouTube and follow us on Facebook and Instagram. The links are in the description below. Be sure to give us a like or leave us a comment if you found this video useful.